What's going on, everybody? Ryan Williams here, back for another match review. Arsenal going to the King Power Stadium. A performance that I have to say was a bit shaky, nerve-wracking. Played a little bit more better. Tiny bits, little shades of greys, but in the end, Leicester were just too good for Arsenal. Leicester 2, Arsenal 0. Before we get into the match review, of course, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Of course, subscribe, like, share. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, of course, and you know the links to my Twitter and IGs in the description box. So let's get into the stats of the game before we really get into a lot of how I'm feeling. So let's quickly get this. Of course, Leicester won 2-0. Goals from Jamie Vardy, who always seems to score against Arsenal, so that's no surprise there. And James Maddison, I have to say, that very sick touch with that foot. Better end, man. Unlucky. So this is when it gets really fun, because I'm going to start implementing this into the videos. So total shots: Leicester 19, Arsenal 8. So we were down by 11 shots. Jeez. Leicester was 7 on target. Arsenal 1. I'm pretty sure I said that the other day, right? Nah, you kidding me? I couldn't have. Oh dear, right. So, again, oh dear. It's just embarrassing. Game after game after game. We're going to play teams, and we're not looking good. The formation was questionable. I mean, we tried it against Vitória, and look how that ended. We capitulated in that, and we capitulated again. And when we're 2-0 down, you want to take off our holding midfielder again. And you decide to take off Holding once we just got 2-0, just as we went 2-0. No, in fact, Torreira came off 1-0 down. I'm sorry. And Pepe came on 2-0 down for Holding. And Holding didn't look good today. Again, there were actually parts of the game, in fact, he looked decent. But I think it's a little bit of a confidence issue for him as well. But I don't know. It's just so normal to feel this way. 2-0. That's 5 goals conceded in the last 2 years at the King Power Stadium. Embarrassing. Not even more than 1 shot on target. Seriously, questions on Unai Emery. And I've even got a stat for you guys. I even saw this on Sky Sports and had to get a little snap of it. And I'm just going to leave it up here. So I want to know in the comment section your thoughts when you look at these stats compared to Arsene Wenger in his last few games, his last 50 matches, and Unai Emery in his first 50 matches. Just let me know your thoughts. I just want to see everyone. I'm going to leave it up for a little bit. And there we go. Take it off. Now, that shouldn't tell you much. And of course, like I said in my last video, it's judgment day for Unai Emery. Are the board going to do it? That's the real question. Because there's been conflicting reports saying that they're not looking to get rid of Unai. There's been reports saying that they are. Luis Enrique's been tossed around, and excuse me. And and what I mean by Luis Enrique's name, sorry, it's been tossed around. And again, we're out here trying to scrap for points and we're losing points. And when you look at our last performances, the 2-2 draw against Crystal Palace at home and the Xhaka incident, leading up to that, the Vitória game, where we just kept, I don't know, we didn't look like we was going to win it that night. If Pepe didn't come off the bench at the home game and score them 2 stunners and the free kicks, then I don't think we would have won that game. The Wolves game, 1-1. Again, we went 1-0 up. And then we bottled it. And then Vitória, our last Europa League game, went 1 up. And we bottled it. I remember the stats for that game too. So, again, Arsenal, for me, are regressing. I don't really see anything positive at the minute, which has been the storm. And a lot of people saying, it's still early, we have time to change it. But when you look on it, the last 5 games have been poor. And 2 wins in our last 10 or 7. If that, you might as well just say 10. It's a joke. It's a joke. And I'm not going to sit here, rant and rave and say Arsenal Football Club, the big club. I'm not going to say that because we all know the prestige, the history of our football club. But it's not been run like that. It hasn't. On the pitch, clearly, Aubameyang, was poor today. Too many times when we got into good opportunities, he just flicks it. Or just does the wrong pass and just mistimes it. It's like, bro, no, you're forcing it. Do you know what I mean? Lacazette was in and about, was fighting a little bit, but not enough desire. Not enough desire in this team. Guendouzi. And this is what I was saying. I've started to see signs of crazy Guendouzi. The Guendouzi that does too much turns. He likes to turn in his own half and just be passive sometimes. Or do you know what I mean? We saw that. Definitely Guendouzi. And you know what? I didn't even say this in my last review. Guendouzi does seriously need to be disciplined a lot more better in the midfield. We all know the quality he has as a footballer in our midfield, but it's just I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not getting at everybody, but I have to call it out. The performance was poor. Holding was jittery. I think our best defender was probably Callum Chambers. Luiz was all right. I didn't really have a problem with David Luiz. Even he had to take a shot. Even he went up and took a shot. Seriously, guys. Torreira, I'm getting sick and tired of seeing Torreira forward in front of Mesut Ozil, which makes no sense. Let's talk about Ozil. I thought he was all right. He wasn't getting the ball enough. That's the problem. It was too many times Ozil was in space and he just wasn't getting the ball quick enough. The amount of times I see Ozil out there on the right-hand side of the wing and Guendouzi's in the middle of the park. First time, just do it. You saw the ball, make the pass. You hesitate, and then you went home. And what? No one was shutting down Ozil within the space of those 3 to 5 seconds of play. No confidence in this team. I'm telling you, there's no confidence in this team. Unai Emery, again, I was just watching his press conference. Not even press conference, his interview, with the Sky commentator, interviewer, and again, running around the questions. They ask the questions. Does the team look confident? He's not really talking around that. He talks about we need to take it game by game. We need to build something. He talks about how defensively we were doing all right. We were controlling the game, and it's true. We did have a little bit of more control, but again, the desire, the determination wasn't good enough today. I'm sorry, it wasn't good enough today, and I'm sure we all saw the faces of Sanyeli and Edu in the stands in the rain. You're always gonna get that picture. Do you know what I mean? It goes back to when you look at Steve McLaren in that umbrella. But anyways, what are they going to do? Are they going to do anything? Clearly, Arsenal are just, I don't know. We just can't get over something. There's a voodoo. There's something going on in our club that's not letting us progress. Mentally, the whole, it's just too negative. It's too negative. And when you sit back and you reflect on certain things, you just have to say it's not good enough, guys. And probably we won't really see anything happen until either a manager change or something happens drastically. Because right now I can't see us turning around. Can't see us turning it around, you know. I've got to be honest with you guys. I really can't. Yeah, man. I mean, our next fixtures, and December's gonna get hot. It's gonna get hot. We got games like City. We got games like Southampton at home, which I'm actually starting to question. We got, do you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure we got Chelsea down in December too. And it's not gonna get any better. And I'm gonna be honest, like or hate me, man. I'm just being real. I don't see us getting any better until something drastic happens at Arsenal Football Club. There needs to be some answers. It's been a mess this whole month. I think the one time I'm coming up to my birthday, and I don't think I've ever felt as pissed as I have about Arsenal. It's a joke. It's actually a joke. But it is what it is, man. I mean, boy, I don't know. I really don't know what to say to you guys. We need a reaction from the club. We need to know some answers. Again, like I was about to say before I just started getting a little bit emotional, it's been poor. It's been poor. No style of play. The matches, let's be real, when we go back and look at them, like, it hasn't been great. We haven't been playing great this season. We probably had one good match, and that was probably against Nottingham Forest in the League Cup. Do you know what I mean? All our early League Cup and Europa League games and League Cup were out. Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. But guys, I'm going to stop moaning. And let me quickly finish this point because, like I said, I'm just pissed off. From the moment Granit Xhaka had his incident, from like, not even that, if you go back to my video when I said Granit Xhaka was going to be the new Arsenal captain, I said things were going to get worse. And now it's gotten so bad. We know Xhaka's not even in the team, he's not even the captain, etc. That shit should have happened a lot sooner. That's another thing. It took how long? How long? Crystal Palace was 2 Sundays ago. We had a few games after that. Liverpool and then Victoria in the Europa League. Seriously, there needs to be something. What is going on at the club? What is going on? Everybody wanted change. All right, Wenger had to go. You know, he needed to go. That's what it was. We had Emery in, and again, I always thought that was a panic. But I thought, all right, we'll go ahead with it. And look, it's just poor. It's just, we've got to question a lot with this club. Was he really backed in the window? I mean, we wanted Zaha. We got Pepe. Okay, cool. I'm fine with Pepe. We'll give him some time. But was he really backed? Could have got Zaha. Who knows? Indecisive. Ozil in, Ozil out. What is it? Now Ozil's in. Now we're seeing Ozil play well. But again, still not good enough in the squad. The tactics, the formation, everything right now related to Arsenal is not good enough. And I'm going to keep saying it. If there's no drastic change, we will stay where we are, or even worse, we will fall back. Because even in the last 10 years of Arsene Wenger, we might have stayed in the top four reluctantly. Then the rise of Tottenham started to happen. Do you know what I mean? And other teams, Liverpool's resurgence. Do you know what I mean? And look now, Tottenham, they're falling, and Liverpool are basically front runners to win the Premier League title for the second year running as contenders to win the Premier League title. Even though City won it last season, right now Liverpool look like they might have it this time, and they won the Champions League last season. And again, all these things that we need to improve on, it's not happening right now, and I don't see it happening for a very long time. Remember, we was in the Europa League final last season, something some of us Arsenal fans haven't seen since probably the Champions League final 2006. We all know how that ended. Do you know what I mean? And embarrassing. So again, for me, going forward, if Arsenal don't sort anything out and start being honest with the fans, because it looked like we were starting to hear something from with Josh Kroenke during the summer. But since then, it's like, all right, here you go. Give you a little PR. Here you go. Bye. Leave it. And let's go back to things how they were when we had Gazidis and Wenger who just swap the people around. That's what it seems like right now. I've had a few days to think about it, and I'm not really building up no conspiracy theories, but this is how it's making me feel. Is there still a plan at Arsenal? We actually need to start being ruthless if we really want to make our authority here in the Premier League and stamp and get back into the top four, because it's 9 points now. 9 points. How are we even going to get that back? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Leicester 2, Arsenal 0. If you enjoyed the review, of course, make sure you give us a thumbs up. Click the links in the description with my Twitter and Instagram. Leave us a comment, share the content, and of course, stay tuned for more on Ryan Williams AFC. So guys, Gooners, let's keep our heads up high, and hopefully we can hear a reaction from upstairs. Or will they? I don't know. Peace.